Yes, cunt laws and motherfuckers. Try not to puke on the mic. I'm Sam Spanner. I'm with my legendary cousin.
Adam Shagster, how are you?
Good, mate. We're the United Forever podcast, episode 65, the final fight back, and we're going to be as fucking optimistic as possible.
Yep.
So I just had to wipe my keyboard there because I've got a bit of spittle on it.
Backwash.
So, how are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad. I'm still suffering effects of the old Rona boner, but other than that, nothing major. Got a week off work,
Okay,
so
important question. Can you still get it up?
yes.
Good, mate. Can you still not smell anything?
No, my taste and smell dead as a dodo. Still can't taste or smell anything.
So, so you haven't covered a raw onion in Coleman's mustard and tried to eat it?
No, I did try and prove my point to my wife, and ate half a lemon, and it didn't even affect me whatsoever.
Fucking hell. Did you eat the pith
Pith? No.
and the arsenic seeds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, mate. I wonder if that's been contributing to your wet sand shits that you've been having lately.
Maybe. The wet sand avalanche. Yeah.
Oh, mate. No, we've got to give a shout out to Davey Boy G because he's
Yep,
helped you take it
definitely.
to the next level. Not only have you had like the extreme win, but you've had the extreme fucking shits as well, which has been brilliant.
We've got you out of funk, innit?
Oh, mate, that is so fucking class. So, this is month number 2 working with David Boy G. Is that right?
Yes, it is. Obviously, I had
Oh,
nearly 2 weeks of not actually really following. Well, I didn't follow any exercise regime for 2 weeks when I had corona. However, I did stick with the uh, the eating, the healthy eating side of things.
yeah.
When I actually wanted to eat, because I nearly went 4 days without actually consuming anything other than water, just because I didn't feel hungry.
Detox.
Constipation, yes.
Oh, mate. No, well, that's good shit, mate. So, how would you sort of rate the old cognitive improvement?
Yeah, I would definitely feel brighter. Um, inside, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
I'm
of
not so
course, mate.
I'm not so sluggish in that respect, but obviously I still have a bit of I'm still lethargic, but that again is um, the Rona, so
The
that's nothing to
Rona
do with
aftermath.
yeah. So yeah, other than
Oh,
that, I'm tip top in that respect. Feeling good. I don't ache as much anymore, which was nice.
nice.
Getting the old toxins out of the body. So yeah, it's all sweet.
Oh, quality, mate. No, it's great shit, mate. So, obviously, you weren't the only one with the Rona in the house.
Yeah.
And obviously, your dad suffered quite a bit. I mean, you
Yes.
know how he gets like a little cold and he's dying or like begging for a packet of Fishman's Friend to kind of overdose on them.
That's it.
So, how's he doing, mate?
Yeah, no, it's still man down in that respect.
Oh, mate.
He's potentially looking at long COVID. If I'm honest with you, he isn't
Oh, loathed.
loaded. Yeah, he's not contagious anymore. But
Okay.
it's just ruined the bloke. He's like nice.
43. And
Yeah.
what about any funny moments? I know you shouldn't laugh about someone's sort of ailments and stuff, but have there been
Yeah, no,
any funny random conflicts or bathroom
yeah,
moments?
no. The best one would be the first day that him and my mum fell down with the illness.
Yeah.
My mum was like semi passed out on the bed because she felt faint, and he
Yeah.
shouted to me. So I went in. He's like, and my mum's like, oh, I don't feel very well. So I'm trying to get her, like, she goes, oh, I'm going to pass out. So I'm trying to get her legs up to get the blood back to her head. And he's got all these
Yeah.
pills out on the bed. And all he's saying is, I need paracetamol. I need paracetamol. I'm trying to. Your wife's about to pass out. Where's my paracetamol? I need it.
Fucking pingers, mate.
So, yeah.
Oh, dear, oh
That's,
dear. Oh, we
yeah.
shouldn't laugh.
No, but it was like pure comedy value in that respect. But yeah, it's just like, yeah.
Oh, brilliant, mate. I mean, at the end of the day, what we try to do in life in general is every time there's some kind of random shit going on that can be interpreted as being depressing, we try and have a bit
Yeah,
of a laugh, we're like the old shits and
definitely.
giggles. So, I mean, after we got fucking annihilated by Leicester, we did come up with some funny Halloween puns. So, we're
Yeah,
very grateful as always to, some of our frequent listeners for getting involved with the punnage. And
yes.
we had Donald Witherford, who said for Casey Keller, he said Casey's locked in the cellar. And then we got Will Hudson for Emil Heskey, who went Green Mile Heskey. Oh, mate, I actually remember watching that film when I was a teenager and I shed
Yeah,
a tear. I am not afraid to say that. That was quite a
yeah.
sad film, mate.
It is. It is a bit of
Fucking,
a yeah.
yeah, tearjerker. Then we got Ronnie Roller Cola. Oh no, he didn't do anything, but he did. He did ask if that was Gary Neville in the old Raven Hack video at the end. So we could definitely see a bit of a resemblance there. And then that big red bus came up with Theodorus Zagaragis of Death, as in Kiss of Death, especially after the garlic bread. And
Brilliant.
then Ricky Balboa said Robbie Savage Death, just to be a tad sinister. And then the one and only, the fucking lord of Paddock Match Day prediction videos. We've got Santa Notch, who definitely approved of your Yannick Uncle Vestergaard, mate. And he comes up with Daimari Graveyard, Ben Chilwell Fire and Brimstone. And then we've got Kevin Timothy Claypool from Rent a Ghost as for Kevin Paul. So fucking class, mate. And then this week, the old theme, mate, the old themage. We've
Yeah.
got ammunition puns for the Liverpool players, past and present, after they
Yes.
absolutely butt raped us 5-0 at Old Trafford.
Yeah. Yes. Definitely. That
So,
was
I
not
mean,
good, but yeah.
yeah, mate, it was pretty woeful. But at the end of the day, still got to have a bit of a laugh in life. So I shall let you go first with the rhythm stick, as you are the elder by 5 days.
Yeah. My first one is quite a simple one. Instead of Trent Alexander Arnold, he's now called Tank Alexander Arnold.
Nice. I've got for John Arne Risa, Bomb Army Risa.
Nice one. Right, my next one for the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Good old sliced alone. Adrian! That one.
Oh, good mate. I've got for old Sammy Hypia.
Yep.
I've got Sam Sight Herpia. Wasn't that some kind of
Herpes.
anti-missile shit? A Sam Sight.
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Herpes. Oh, fuck me.
Right, my next one is um, Tiago Alcantara. Rather than that, he's going to be Tiago Alcantara.
Oh, very good. Oh, nice one. I've got for Vladimir Schmitzer, Vladimir Howitzer.
Right, my next one for
Oh, mate.
Alex Oxlade Chamberlain. He's now Alex Oxlade
Yeah.
Chamber of a Gun.
Fucking class, mate. Bring on the Rambo. I've
Yeah,
got for Virgil van Dijk. I've
yeah.
got Virgil battering Ram Dyke.
Right, my final one is for an older
Yeah.
player. His name was Tommy Smith.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's now Tommy Smith and Wesson. They make revolvers.
Oh, fucking brilliant, mate. You love a bit of sort of classic shit. I've got for Nabby
Yeah,
Cater, Nabby
yeah.
Caterpult.
Well,
And my
I'm
last
done on
one.
that front.
uh,
Yeah, your last one.
well, I've got one last one. It's for
Yeah,
Michael Owen. I've
yeah.
got Mind the Shell Owen. Oh,
Oh
fuck
dear,
me. So, as
brilliant.
always, if anyone's got any stupid puns, whack them in the comments. You know, everyone's welcome.
Yes, definitely. It's an open house here.
Defo, an open arse as well. Fuck me, I need a bit of Sudocrem. This morning I told you that I went for a violent shit. As soon as I got to work, mate, I was fucking dying in the car. Fucking walking like a crab coming into the building, trying not to shit myself.
Your
But
bumhole pelting,
again,
that
the
one.
fucking school. Oh, mate, nasty as shit. It was proper bad because the toilet paper we got is like fucking recycled sandpaper. And I've just spent the day shredded, like fucking. Oh, oh, mate, that just hums of garlic. We had these
Nice,
garlic meatballs for dinner, courtesy of the old mother-in-law. They were very tasty,
sweet.
actually, but fuck me, didn't that fucking OD on the old garlic there. Anyway, so after we got absolutely bummed,
Yeah,
you have some sort of relevant data to sort of highlight. So
yeah.
we shall try and be as
Basically,
optimistic and pragmatic as possible.
yeah, definitely. I think because I was watching Paddock and I watched House and he was saying about you can download like the data analysis of each game. And I thought, right, I'm on holiday. I've got
Yeah,
nothing else to do. I'm going to waste 26 pages of A4 and actually download it and read it. And to be fair, it's actually
yeah,
quite interesting. It's proper. Some of it is well over my head and well above my pay grade.
yeah.
I've got no idea what it means. But let's just take
Okay.
a general example, right? It gives you a breakdown of literally two columns: Man United in one column,
Yeah.
the bin dippers in the other, and it gives you
Okay.
everything you need to know. So for example, our XG, our expected goals, is horrendous
Sorry,
for that
Ford
game.
Capri Crackle. Yeah.
Uh, um, so basically, Liverpool were their expected goals was around 4 goals per game, and after
Yeah.
the game on Sunday, and we didn't even come in. We just come in over 1.5 goals per game, so that pretty much says it all in that respect. But the one thing that I wanted to touch on
Yeah.
um, is the shots
Yeah.
on target.
My cock. Sorry. Yeah.
um, we had we had we had 12 shots all game, and only
Yeah.
3 were on target. Right, Liverpool had 17 shots and
Hmm.
had 8 on target. So to me, that shows that we we just weren't. you know, providing the forwards with anything, or if we were the um, the final ball, so to speak, was shocking. Um,
Was.
what else? This is another one. Duels. So offensive duels. United had
Yeah.
55 to Liverpool's 35. But this is what's quite interesting: the
Okay.
percentage of offensive duels won. Right, as I said, United had
Yeah.
55, but we only won 41.8%, whereas Liverpool had 35,
Okay.
but had a percentage of 45.7%. So they were nearly 5% more better off in their offensive duels than we were, and they had 20. They attempted 20 less duels than what we did, and their percentage was still better.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Well, it's all
And
about
defensive.
having like your mojo,
Yeah.
and
This
ours
is
is
it.
a
So
fucking
even
lojo, to be honest.
yeah, exactly. So that to me shows that the final third just isn't ticking properly. But another good
Yeah.
fact is the defensive duels. Yeah, we made
Yeah.
35 defensive duels. Obviously, it's the flip round now, isn't it? So we made 35 to their 55 defensive duels. And again,
Yeah.
um, the defensive duel percentage um, to our 35, we won just over half, and they nearly won 60% of theirs. So again, they were more clinical in defence, which was kind of obvious. Um,
Yeah. Of course.
the possession percentage throughout every 15 minutes. It gives you a breakdown. Like
Yeah.
between the 61st minute and the 75th minute, they had 83% possession in that 15-minute period.
Yeah. Was that
Um,
before or after Pogba did that fucking Johnny Cage
um,
sort of slow tackle and a punch in the
I'm
balls?
trying to think when he got when did he get sent off? I can't remember what time he got sent off. Yeah.
I don't know, but it just felt like an eternal
He
match.
got sent. Yeah,
I was trying to
that was
persevere.
that was around that. Yeah, he got sent off in the 60th minute. But then between the last 15 minutes of the match, they still had 71% of the possession, um, even when we brought on a few attacking
Okay.
players and bits and pieces. So obviously, again, it was backs against the walls. Um, another
Yeah.
another
And
little bit of
cracks.
data I just yeah I want to touch on is the passes. We
Yeah.
only made 388 passes that game compared to their 710. Um, and our passing accuracy was only 80% and theirs was
Yeah.
90. So they instantly had 10% better accuracy on their passing. Um,
Fuck
forward
me.
passes as well. Forward passes. This is quite interesting as well. We only made 118 passes forward. They made 200,
Yeah.
so they nearly doubled the amount of passes
Fuck me.
forward. To what? So they
Like,
were
this is no
pressing at
bullshit,
what's that?
but I'm honestly hoping that Dillon Levitt, who, I mean, Howson's a massive fan of Levitt, because, I mean, when
Yeah,
Levitt, I'm living
live
it,
it.
living it. Anyway,
Glenn
Howson used to,
Livet.
like, follow Levitt as well, like, youth level.
Yeah,
He'd, like, proper go around and shit, and he's proper,
yeah.
like, playing his heart out up in Scotland, north of the border. And for
Dundee, innit?
Dundee United, and he's doing a fucking yeah,
Yep,
Crocodile Dundee United, mate. He's fucking
yep,
playing brilliantly, and he's like even putting a title challenge in for them, which is great. And he
yep.
got man of the match the
That's
other
it.
day, and he's pinging the ball left, right, and centre. And when he played for us
Yep,
last time, like I think this was against Astana or something, like his first proper
yep,
match, mate. He got like over 100 passes or something ridiculous like that. So I'm hoping, right? I
yep,
mean, something that we've been talking about is like also what Howson's been going on about with Ronaldo the other day about is there a need to change the manager? Does that make such an influence? Because looking at Chelsea's trajectory,
Yeah.
I mean, their sort of win rates and stuff and success have been sort of relatively positively the same, you know. So I don't know if we
Yeah.
should change the manager, which I hope we don't, because I'm proper
No.
an Ollie Nutter. But I think that we need to sort of go back to creating a family environment because right
Yeah.
now it's like who can control the egos and the fucking the wobblers, you know,
Yeah.
who's thrown out the rattle out the pram and all the dummies and shit like that. So
Yeah.
I think in January, preferably, we could change players by flogging them before they go away for free, or sign a pre-contract with the European team, and then sort of call
Yeah.
back some of these players that are on loan and begin
Yeah.
another sort of mini rebuild and get the family sort of
Potentially.
environment back. Because if not, we're not going
Yeah.
to have stability.
I think. I think you're right there. And definitely our passing needs to improve because another quick fact here. Um, Passing into into the final third of the pitch. This is what I was touching on earlier. We made 34 passes into the final
Yeah,
third compared to Liverpool's 99. Yeah.
fuck
So
me, mate.
and
This
our
is
accurate
Statman
passes
shagging
in
right now.
this is it. Yeah. Um, so our accurate passes into the final third. Out of the 34, we
Yeah,
made 64% accuracy compared to Liverpool's. They were just shy of 80%. So
bloody hell.
over three quarters of their passes went where they were meant to go, and and through passes, through balls. This is
Yeah.
a good fact as well. We made 16 through passes to Liverpool's 12, but out of our 16,
Okay.
we only reached 18% accuracy compared to Liverpool's 50% on their 12. So they made less through balls, but were more accurate.
Fuck me.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it just goes on and on. Like the success rate of passing of it's just pure craziness. Like as I say, they're 90% to our 80. So um, and like
Yeah.
it even breaks
I
down
mean,
like who did the most passes in the different areas. So for example,
yeah,
and this is all 22 players. Obviously, the take away the goalkeepers, but we didn't have a single player in the top five positions of the passes to final third. They were all Liverpool players. 22 passes by Alexander Arnold, 17 by Andrew Robinson, who I have to admit is a complete cock. I've been watching videos of him and he's just a fucking ballend. Have you honestly? All you got to do is just type in his name on YouTube and just watch him. He's
yeah,
like what Simeone was. He would antagonise the shit out of people and then say, "Come on, then what are you going to do about it?" And
yeah,
then they'd fucking bite. He's just there for shithousery. That's what
yeah.
his job is, and he fucking does it brilliant. Um,
Oh, mate.
and then it gives you recoveries in opposition's half. Fred made the most out of the 20 outfield players of 7
Yeah,
recoveries, which was quite nice. Um,
yeah. I mean, but he's been
and
scapegoated big style. I mean,
yeah, but he, we
but
can't
I mean,
we can't paper over the fact that he has had some shit performances. Whatever way you look at it, he has had some shit performances. However, he, as you say, he is being scapegoated and used as an example for the wrong reasons. Um,
yeah, totally.
uh,
But I'm going to say this to you now. What's your ideal? If you're sort of like going to have a great outlook for the future right now for the club, what are you going
yeah,
to do? Are you going to do what 80% of the Paddock vote poll did last night and ask for a managerial change? Or are you going to stick by Oli and look at some other internal changes?
I I personally think it's more of a backroom issue. I also think he needs to drop a couple of big names, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but the players that he needs to drop is Ronaldo, Bruno, and Maguire. They are the three that he needs to drop for a couple of
Wow.
games. Um,
Okay.
just because of the attitude, especially Ronaldo on Sunday. He was actually mocking Solskjaer on the pitch. I don't know if you've seen that footage. Um, you know how
I don't know,
Ollie likes
mate.
to
I mean, there's
likes to
sort
do a
of
bit of disco fever and pointing fingers and stuff like that on the sidelines. When one of Liverpool's goals come in,
okay.
there's footage of Ronaldo just walking down the pitch, pointing in all sorts of directions, basically taking the piss, which obviously isn't great.
All right.
Um, Maguire,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've said it before and I say it again, cunt. That's all I'm going to say.
I mean, you did say this last December, but I mean,
Yeah,
you do have your reasons. But I do think that when he's got his mojo, he's like arguably the best in the Premier League. This is a bold shout, what I'm saying, but right now
it's
he's
going to be
mega
very
low on
bold.
confidence, and he's still got fucking Euro Cup hangover as well as Shorbut. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna say this. This is how fucking crazy I am. I've got this weird paternal side to me where my utopia right now is to say,
yeah,
let's flog off all of these big names, all right, including
yeah,
Ronaldo. I'm gonna say
yeah,
just especially Pogba with his fucking sherbet dip hairstyle. And I'm going to say people like Jaylings who aren't getting
yeah,
games need to go as soon as possible, get a little bit of money for them.
yeah,
And I want ideally to get Ethan Laird back. I'm happy to have Brandon Williams back, who when he came through onto the scenes, mate, he was an explosive
yeah.
player and he was fearless.
I,
And I think
I'm
I'd
not
like
gonna
him back.
lie.
I know he's clumsy, and I want Dillon Levitt and I want Jimmy Garner back, mate, and even Ethan
Yeah,
Galbraith
yeah. Well, I'm gonna
and
be a bit
Chongi.
out there now. I think I don't. I'm. What am I trying to say? The jury is out with me on Brandon. I can't quite work him out. I don't think he's as good as what
Yeah,
we think he is. I hope I'm going to be made out to eat my words. Um,
yeah,
he's going to be, how do I put this? Another Luke Chadwick. I think he's going to have all the potential, but he's never going to actually. He's going to end up at MK Dons, something like that. That's what I personally think. Um, something like that.
could happen. But I
But
honestly want
it
some of our local lads who've come through the academy, through the ranks, to be given proper opportunities. But obviously, the
oh
fan
yeah,
base are full of snobs, sadly, and they're very self entitled, and they believe just because we've won shitloads of trophies under Fergie, they believe that we should have instant glory right now. And one of my
that's not going to happen, is it?
conclusions, right, for this video is to say one of the best videos that I've seen all year has to be from John from United Way because his video about the weight of entitlement was fucking class.
Yeah,
So he summed up such a huge sort of aspect of our fan base, and it's unfair to think that someone can come in and provide instant glory. We've tried the
yeah,
Vangaals, we've tried the Mourinho's, we've tried the Moyes, and I think
yeah,
Ollie's the only one that has steadied the ship. And now he's signed some Galacticos again.
yeah,
Unfortunately, there's been a strange imbalance, and something
yeah,
has happened behind the scenes that we don't know about. Whether they've criticised his coaching staff and they're being scapegoated, and
yeah.
people have sort of lost the motivation. But I don't believe that sacking the manager is the right thing to do, given the
No.
trajectory that we've been on. So I'm hoping that he's going to fight back because he's had his back pinned against the wall on various occasions, and he's
Yeah,
fucking come back and he's steadied the ship. And I still think we can
yeah.
win the quadruple.
Fucking hell, you on drugs, mate? No, but
Pingers. I think honestly that the Charity Shield can count still. So there's the FA
yeah,
Cup, the Premier League, and the Champions
league's dead.
League.
The league's dead and buried, mate. Whatever way you look at it, we're no way catching up unless someone has a
Mate,
serious meltdown over the winter over the winter schedule. But I think
mate, Guardiola's going to go
just
down the pan. Jurgen Klopp, I know he's high and flying at the minute, but honestly, he just needs
yeah,
2 injuries. Van Dijk to snap his knee, and then they're
yeah,
all fucked. And Chelsea,
yeah.
if
But
Tuchel loses his cool, mate, then they're going to be fucked as well.
yeah, I think with Van Dijk, that want to be put to bed with Jordan Pickford again. I think when they play each other, Pickford will go out his way to damage Van Dijk again. I think just for shits and giggles.
Oh, mate, that'd be class.
I think,
Shiggles.
but I think you know, I'm gonna again. I said this before the summer. We didn't need Jadon Sancho. We didn't.
Oh,
Yeah, we didn't need
Claude Capri.
Jadon Sancho. We didn't need Ronaldo, but we
Needed Dan James.
yeah. Varane, we needed him, and I'm glad we've got him because he definitely solidifies the defence, doesn't he? I think when we do our next pod, I hope
Yeah.
that we are talking about a win at Spurs on Saturday.
Yes, mate.
If Ollie fails that hurdle, he will not be in charge against Atalanta on Tuesday night. That will be it, unfortunately. Now, what we were touching on it earlier, I think getting rid of the manager is a bad idea. I
Yeah.
think there is, and what you've just said, there's definitely an undercurrent in the back room. I don't know much about him, but personally, I think Kieran McKenna has got a lot of questions to answer. He comes across as someone that is hiding in the shadows, but would happily, you don't hear much about him, and then he just pops up.
Yeah.
And I don't
Yeah.
think something's quite right there. Carrick, again, he's another club legend. So, at the end of the day, we've got to take this whole, we've got to split the atom, so to speak. Ollie's a club legend
Yeah.
as a player.
Yes, mate.
Can he do the job as manager? That is the problem. That is the £1,000,000 who wants to be a millionaire question. Can Ollie do it as a manager?
I think you
I
can.
think he's got. I hope he can, but I think he has got too many fires going on and not enough
Yeah,
firefighters.
but honestly, I don't think that anyone can come in and succeed.
No, you
That's
know,
what I think, and I
um,
think he's got the biggest
Conte
chance. The big.
Conte will come in and we might get a, a run of a season, maybe two, possibly. Then it'll all go shit tits up again.
Yeah.
Zidane, again, I think
No, he won't want to come, mate.
potentially we might get a season out of Zidane, maybe two, but then again, something would go wrong and it would all fuck up. If we had
Yeah.
to replace the manager tomorrow, the person who I would pay move heaven and earth for would be Eric Ten Hag
Yeah.
of Ajax. There's just something about him. I can't quite work out exactly what it is, but he has got something that we need.
Right. But do you know what he's got? He's got everyone on the same page at Ajax, including the fan
Yeah,
base. They're all fucking legends, mate. So
yeah,
I'm going to say this. I think he's got some brilliant directors working him. He's got Van der Sar, he's got the Boer, mate. They're all sort of on the same
yeah,
page, and the board back
yeah,
him. And things are working because he's got a project that's
yeah,
lasted for various years, and they're
yeah,
enjoying themselves. So I think that if we go for him, he's just going to be a one-man band. I mean, you can't
mm,
change the owners overnight, so we're still going to be stuck with the
no,
Glazers, the double glazing window bastards. So
yeah,
anyway, look, we've got to wrap things up, and I'm going to say something funny now. All right. You know
yeah,
how in the last pod I said how I'd had a sort of surprise ready for Paddock prepared.
yeah.
Well, they rejected my fucking video because what I'd done is in the previous watch along, right? Joe Smith had sort of made reference to this Oriental bloke who did this random sort of Paddock Matchday prediction video where he was lying down in bed without a shirt on, and it lasted
Yeah,
about 15 seconds, and they were laughing about it. And then he sort of challenged the fan base to send their videos emulating that bloke. And I did that.
yeah.
I was wearing some jazzy green sunglasses and everything. I had a flowery pillow behind my head. And no, mate, they rejected me. I thought, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
You got
Fuck
cut
it, mate.
off. Brilliant.
Anyway,
Oh,
yeah.
Christ.
Anyway, we've hit
I
the
don't know.
37-minute mark, so give me your final words,
Yeah.
mate.
Um, I want to be positive for Saturday. And I hope when we do our next pod, Ollie is still manager.
Yeah.
And I just, again, I hope something falls into place and clicks. He needs to experiment with the squad again. The squad has gone stale. He needs to do something and something drastic. And at the moment, he has got his final move of the chessboard before it's checkmate. So
Okay.
he needs to do something and something big for that match day squad on Saturday. It needs to be a change of formation for a start and change of personnel, regardless of who you are or how much you earn and how much you're worth. That doesn't come into it. If you haven't performed well, you're not putting the kit on. That's what he needs to do. Simple. So from that point, it's over and out for
Sweet.
me.
Sweet, mate. I'm just going to go with the players that you trust the most. And over and out from me, and I'll speak to you later, you fucking chronic masturbators.